Hey everyone, Adam here, and I am back finally revisiting Susanne Sundfør, and this time I'm reacting to her song, The Brothel. This has been requested by so many of you out there, so I am really intrigued to hear this. I cannot wait to listen. I love original tracks from Susanne, she's just amazing. Let's just do it. Here we go. So this is Susanne Sundfør and her song, The Brothel. Super excited for this. Here we go. Very ominous opening here.
Restless nights and one-night cheap hotels. Oh, my only drifting to always come back.
Beautiful. Wow. What an ethereal masterpiece. That was truly just hauntingly beautiful from start to finish. I can see obviously on the screen there we have When the Lord, and if you've seen my other reactions and you've seen that one in particular, you know how emotional I got to that. She has such a quality in her voice which just really hits you here. You know, it's just, there's such a tone, a tonality to her voice which is so unique to her in a way that I've never heard really any other artist do. She has such that tone where as soon as you hear it, you're like, yep, that's Susanne Sundfør. You know straight away. It's just beautiful in its quality. It's just such an interesting sound. And here it was just beautifully applied and just enriched this song entirely. This was just storytelling from start to finish. I mean, a title like The Brothel, some of the lyrics there, is she singing from like the point of view of like a prostitute or something like that? I'm going to have to obviously go into the lyrics, which I will go into. But before I go into them, I just want to say the soundscape behind this song was incredible. We had such a mixture of instruments. We obviously had that beautiful voice from Susanne. We had, you know, it was almost like electronic keyboard in parts. We then had, it sounded like panpipes in one section. And then we had the beautiful strings that really came in towards the 3/4 of the way through, which was like this beautiful soundscape. And then again, we had that nice, relaxed, just gentle kind of gentle strings, a little bit more of like keyboard sounding, and then, you know, almost like these little bits of bells towards the end there as well. But just what an interesting journey kind of through that music there. And as you know, I love a build in music, and this really felt like the music supported her and really built towards that. It was just fantastic. Like, I've never heard a song by Susanne like this way constructed. It was just so interesting, very contemporary, very different, and just, yeah, very much her escape into the story. You know, this was her dictating not only what the story of the song is, but also how it's going to exactly sound. You know, when are we going to go up there? When are we going to take it back? When are we going to relax? What's the type of journey that we're going to go through? And it was very ethereal in its sound. It reminded me a lot of, like, you could hear this sitting within something like Silent Hill, you know, very kind of ethereal, very different, very otherworldly. It's almost if wandering in the dark. It was that, very much that sensation of music, right? So yeah, let's check out the lyrics. Let's hope that somebody has posted them down below. All right, here we go. So, purple pavements, crooked fingers knocking on windows without souls. So really interesting. Again, you get that almost, you know, if it is prostitutes, like in a brothel, you know, you do get them standing in windows, and obviously people knocking on windows without souls, which is a really interesting line, you know, questioning that, you know, do people who, you know, undergo prostitution, are they without souls? And the answer is, of course, no. But yeah, just an interesting lyric there. Bodies are swinging from rooftops and poles, howling through hollows, restless nights in one-night cheap hotels, or I'm only drifting to always come back. So again, you know, it's that sense of, it's talking about that prostitution, like restless nights, cheap night hotels, going for one-night stands. I'm drifting away, but then I always come back to doing this work. And I search for something or whatever, I don't really care. Driving with their lights off, they can be anywhere, rolling down their windows, open car with open mouths, golden teeth and golden cards. So again, rolling up to the street, somebody's there. Again, there's nothing in it. There's absolutely almost like no connection. It's just the same thing again and again. Open the window, open mouths, your golden teeth, golden cards. Like, let's just do this. You know, there's no emotion there. It's just happening. You cover your eyes, you cover your mouth, you cover your ears. Still you follow my trail. I'll do it all. I'll do whatever you say. God has left me anywhere. So this part of the section of the song kept coming back all of the time. You cover your eyes, you cover your mouth, you cover your ears. Still you follow my trail. So it is kind of like covering the senses. But she's saying, you know, I'll do it all again. I'll do whatever you say. Just whatever. God's left me anywhere. My hope is gone. Let's just do whatever. It's really, really sad and quite emotionally hitting. Lava-laden pavements, stars with stains, and the heaven and afterglow. Stars with stains. Interesting. Like, we talk about looking up at the stars and them being beautiful, but not being like stains. So interesting. Beneath the ashes, our echoes are burned alive. They are howling through hollows. Once they shared their temple of halls, now their heads are hung up on walls. So that's really interesting that, you know, I mean, heads hung up on walls, that's like taxidermy, right? Like trophies, like trophy collecting, hanging that up on the walls. We are ruins within ruins. On every corner, a gladiator is begging for another century. That's such an interesting line. So again, somebody who has lived, who has this lived experience, and they're begging for that glory, that one more moment again of this. When no one cut your tongue to know nothing and to know it all, to be both the animal and God. Really interesting, talk about that animalisticness there. So again, we get this repeating. You cover your eyes, you cover your mouth, you cover your ears. Still you follow our trail. We'll do it again. We'll do whatever you say. God has left us anyway. And I'm sure before it was God has left me anyway. Yeah, God has left me anyway. So now this is talking about a collection of people. God has left us anyway. There are echoes in the garden. Is anyone listening? There are echoes lost in the garden. Is anyone listening? They whisper, the ones who are only living are the ones who are only dying. That is such poetry. Such poetic lyrics right there. The ones who are living are the ones who are only dying. What is this life that you're living? Is there any life in this? And what is life? What are we getting out of this life that we're living? We are practically dying in this. Such an interesting, beautifully written song there, especially that last line to end on there just gives you that final little piece just to think on. It's poetic. It's absolutely poetic through and through. I love poetry like this in music. I talk about some of the great songwriters that I love, and Aurora is a perfect example when she gives us those really interesting deep lyrics when she might write one lyric but it actually has 17 meanings behind it. And those are the most interesting lyrics, right? When we read them again and go through the song again and really pull out different parts of it and get different understandings, go on different journeys with the song. And I feel like this is one of those songs where you could listen to it again and again and get different meanings from that. It feels like a really sad song. It's really melancholic, but again, it's talking about a loss of hope. I'm just doing this again and again. Where's my humanity gone? God's left me anywhere. And then talking about, those who are living are the ones who are only dying. Such an interesting song, such an interesting dynamic. And again, a one that I can imagine coming back to again and again to getting brand new meaning from every time I listen. So I want to say a big thank you again to everybody who kept requesting I come back to the incredible artist, Susanne Sundfør, but again, for requesting this song, The Brothel. Brilliant. Just right in my alley of music that I really do enjoy in terms of picking apart and just discovering meaning behind it. Thank you everyone who kept pushing that I come back to this. But what did you think of this song? Please leave me your comments down below, and any other suggestions that you have by this incredible artist, please leave those down below as well. As you know, I read every single comment. I reply to as many as I possibly can, and I always appreciate when you guys take the time to comment, so thank you so much. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. All of my social media is up here, and all of my links are just down below. If you want to check out these headphones, they are Edifier, and the links for these are just down below too. So thank you again, everybody. I always look forward to coming back to more Susanne Sundfør, and I cannot wait to hear more from her. But until next time, take care.